Welcome. It's Saturday, what date is it? The 4th of September, and we're going to do Father's Day cards. They can also be happy birthday cards. I've kept it a little bit more generic, so you're not sort of trapped into one style. Now, this card, we're mainly using a Good Man stamp set, and we're going to do a lot of shading using our blending brushes. And then this one is with Simply Succulent stamp set, and it's a Happy Father's Day card. I've made it. There's a lot of dads out there that love their succulents and collect them. So, and we're going to step it up one more step as well. So, and I'll show you how to do that. And we're just going to use this big stamp and cut it in half. So we'll go from there. Okay, hope everyone's well, and remember to leave me a message so I can see who's listening. I think it's Julie. Hi Julie, how are you this Saturday, darling? I'll get going. So if you do like a stamp kit, let me know, and I can certainly arrange for you to buy this stamp set, and I can then send you out all you need, but you will need to buy a stamp set. The card kits themselves will be $10 for the 2 kits, but you will need to buy the stamp sets to match, as I'm not allowed to sell you stamped images. I can punch and cut, but I can't do stamped images, so you will need the stamp set. Okay, so I'm all set up ready to go with this card. I'll put that aside. I'll bring in all my bits and bobs. We're going to do a tent fold, which is really just the standard card size that we do in class. Here we go, but it goes that way. Okay, then I've got this piece that will go on top, but before we glue that down, it's got a few hairs on it. My blade must be getting a bit blunt. Before we glue it down, we'll want to do some shading on it, and I'm going to use my shading brush and using Granny Apple Green, and you just give it a nice rub. And whenever you do shading with the brush, you start on the side here and just do a nice down the bottom like that. Now Granny Apple Green goes on really well, so you don't need too many applications, just to the colour that you like. Keep swirling it around. Okay, now I'm just going to push it up a bit, but I don't want it to go too high, as I'm going to blend in some blue. So there's the green. I apologise for that. I forgot to put Do Not Disturb on. That's a little bit of a boo-boo. So, right, now we'll do some blue. What colour blue? Maybe Bermuda Bay. It's a nice blue. So, now I wash my brushes so I can use them over and over again. There we go. Now I'm just going to do patches of darker blue there, so it looks like there's some clouds in the sky. And that's our base. We do have some ribbon here, so I'll want to put that on first. So I'll use some tape. Hope everyone's going well with lockdown. Another week to go. I've got my fingers crossed that we can have classes back after lockdown, but everyone's surmising that it will will be extended again. I hope not. I'd really like to get back to some normality. Right, so we put some tape on the back, which we can move around to what suits us, and put the ribbon like so. Okay, I'm just going to trim the excess off there. Now you might ask, in the card I've stamped the tree over the ribbon. I wanted to do that. I wanted to give the effect the ribbon was in the background. So I'm still going to do that, which I'm going to use this big tree. I'll just ink it up. Now I'm going to use a nice soft suede ink. I'll just clean my I always have wet ones on hand for these type of situations. Hi Jodie, how are you, darling? You ready? We're going to stamp now. I want the base showing, so the roots, so to speak, and it to run off the page. So here we go. Give it a good push. So a bit darker this tree, but that's good. I'm going to quickly give this a quick clean with my little wet one. Now the leaves. Now my base card's done in Old Olive, so I'm going to do the leaves in Old Olive. Okay, and just to I'm using this one is a stamping marker because I want to sort of put some more depth into the tree, plus we can sort of close up the ribbon gap like that. So don't worry, it'll all come together. Don't need leaves here because on my sample we've got our It's Your Day sitting there. Alright, I'll put that aside to dry off. I'll just grab my silicone sheet so that doesn't keep sticking to everything. And now I've cut myself, this piece is 7 centimetres by 7 centimetres. And this is 6.8 by 6.8, and I've used a square die cut that does stitching on it. Okay, now I'm going to stamp my man, and he's going to be in black. So my Memento black, that's just our base card. I've re-inked mine, so it's coming up quite dark, quite inky. Here we go, put him somewhere in the middle. There we go. Now give him our brushes. I just want to put some Granny Apple Green down the bottom. Just close this ink pad. And where did my Granny Apple Green go? Here it is. No, I only want a little bit. Okay. Now I just want to give the edges a bit. Then I'm going to go back to my Bermuda Bay. Right, that'll do it. Put them aside, and all I'll do with my brushes is give them a rinse with soapy water and then turn them upside down so they drip down onto kitchen paper, and you can just reuse them for any colour. Then you don't have to buy lots. Some people buy one per colour, but I can't afford that. So I'm just going to quickly colour in. I won't bore you too much with it. Right. Do his hat. I'm sure this is how Pete, my husband, will be spending his Father's Day. I'll tell you a little story, but it's a secret, okay, guys? So don't tell Pete or my kids. One of my daughters has ordered their dad a special Father's Day present where he'll get a delivery tomorrow, and apparently it's got beers and grazing food in it. Well, the funny thing is I've bought him one too. So without knowing, and the only reason I know about my daughter's one is that the company rang me up and said we're going to deliver it early because we've got so many to deliver. So I sort of found out that so he's going to be inundated with nibble food, and I guess we'll be having nibbles for quite some time. So but I thought that was very funny. We both had the same idea. We haven't discussed it or anything with each other. It's just how it's turned out. There we go. And I better give him a skin colour. Nearly done, guys. Oh, you only just finished work, Jodie. Well, you're very good to be watching. I hope you're feeling better after your injection. Must have knocked you about. The second one doesn't give you, if it's AstraZeneca, it doesn't give you as many side effects. I've had my second. So once we've coloured in, we put that together, which I'll do now. Put it on a backing. Try really hard to get it straight. I don't have the straightest die. So put that aside. Now we're going to quickly stamp It's Your Day in Memento Black. Beautiful. Put lids on everything. And now all I have to do is cut that out. And I'm going to use my circles, my circle die cuts. These are layering circle dies. So because I want a plain one, so I'll probably do that one. That's perfect. I want a size bigger to give me an edge. That'll just give me an edge. So I'll cut these out. All right. Beautiful. Put that over there. And the scrap of green I've kept aside. Keep as many bits of scraps that I can, especially big bits like this. I need new cutting plates, but it's taking so long to get our orders at the moment. I'll just wait until things are quieting down. Okay, so I'll put them aside. So now I'll just glue this to this. So it just gives me a nice little edge. You can go up another size, and it would certainly give you a much bigger gap and show more green, but I just don't think we need it. We just needed a fraction. Right, let's go. We're going to put this here on our card. So I glue up my base card. Right, now this one's going to go flat somewhere there. Also helps to hold the ribbon down so it doesn't wiggle about all the time. So right, but I'm going to put "It's Your Day" on dimensions. I'll do 3. I just want to make sure I put that where on that side. I spent the whole morning gardening. So I've weeded my front garden, I've transplanted plants and preparing another garden, and just there, just sit there. So there we go. How's that look? And of course I'm going to put another piece in here, which I can do right now. I've got myself all quite messy here. I'll have to spend 5 seconds to tidy up. Change that blade. Last time I changed the blade, I stuck myself and cut my finger, so I'm not too keen on changing it on live video. I don't think you guys want to see any blood. So I thought I'd give a set of these cards away, so let me know if you'd like to have a set of cards sent to you or dropped off. There we go, and I'm going to stamp in the card, not in the middle, but I'm just going to put it down the bottom. Relax your way. So I'll write in it, and then it's relax your way. So there we go. There's our 2 cards. One's got a lighter brown and one's got a darker brown, but pretty much the same. Hope you like that card. I'll put it aside now and we'll get straight on to Simply Succulents. Now this is a fabulous little stamp set, really is very versatile. I've done quite a few different cards with this set, and there's still so many more varieties to come. So this one is a base card here, just a standard base card, normal fold. There we go. Let's put that die over here before I lose it. So yesterday I was stamping, doing some Christmas stamps, and I lost a die. Now, if you know, in class I always check my stamps because it's so easy to lose a stamp or a die. But I couldn't find this die all day. I kept going through the rubbish. I kept checking different stamp pads, you know, anything that it could have got attached to. couldn't find it. And I thought, oh well, it's gone, let it go, don't work yourself up over it. I was quite upset that I had misplaced this die. Anyway, I was in the bedroom getting ready for bed, and I took my watch off, and guess what? The die was stuck to the magnet in the back of my watch, and I didn't know until I went to take it off. I was so relieved. So now this colour is Fresh Freesia, which is one of our in colours, what we call in colours. They change every 2 years, basically every year. But it's one of their little designer papers for the in colours. I've just put that on, which is 4 mils smaller than a base card. This piece is going to go on top like that. I've just got something on it. So that'll go on like that. But before we do that, I just want to do some washing down the bottom. Okay, now the way we do that is we get a water painter, which is this, and we get a stamp pad, and we use the lid. So I'll just pick up some colour, squeeze it to push the water out, and then you just put some more colour into the colour that you like. Don't need to squeeze it anymore. Don't want it too wet because it will wet your card. And then you just do a water wash. Simple as that. So I might want a bit more colour in it. And then I always like, you can just let it dry in there if you want. I'm just cleaning my paintbrush with a tissue. Pick up that water, and I'm going to do Old Olive. So don't need much. And you can bring it down to the other colour. It's all up to you. It's up to your eye and what you think. But there you go, that's a water wash. Once again, just give your brush a wash. Stand it back up that way with your bristles up so you don't bend them or let the water leak out. So clean your stamp pad up. Now, because I want to use this, you can just let these dry. But I'm going to use my head gun just to very quickly dry that off. Okay. So that's all dry now. I'm going to just let that sit for the moment and then begin our stamping. Okay. So you're going to take this very large stamp and place it on the second largest block I have. And we also need the pot. You can obviously do whatever colour pot you like. I might just change it slightly. You know, guys, I never do 2 cards this absolutely exact. So a spare white card here. So ink it up well. Beautiful. Now we want a pot. Now you could do the pot the same colour as the backing paper. Actually, Actually, we might try that. Do it the same colour. So there we go. That's our stamping done. That's it, other than Happy Father's Day. I'll just put these out of our way. Now, I might just do that. Do the pot. This is the darker one, Fresh Freesia. So just all the way down. Right, now the light one. Now I'm just going to pull more colour, but not pull it from everywhere. So I want the pot to have some definition. So I'm layering my colours. Alright, so that I'm happy with that. See, it's quite pale there, but I want it to stay like that. Because we're doing Fresh Freesia as our main colour, I'm probably going to only use one of these. I'll be as quick as I can. I should have had them pre-coloured, but I was too busy gardening today. Husband's outside mowing the lawn, but he'll be in this afternoon to watch the footy. So give it a bit more definition. Right. So here we've got some quite dark ones. So we don't have to do it all the same. I might do the purple one, if I can remember which purple I used. Now my colouring isn't going to be as good as when I've got plenty of time, so please forgive my very poor attempt at colouring. And then I'm going to use this colour, but I'm going to go back over. Now I'm not going to colour in all of the middle. Shocking. Right. You'll be able to do this at your own pace. I love that we got the dark and the light. It just gives it so much texture. So I've bought my Father's Day lunch. I bought it from Sheba's, so which I'm pretty excited about. I don't have to cook, which is always very nice when you get away without cooking. So this one here I actually cut off. I still use it, but it's actually cut off. There we go, nearly done this end. Now I just want to colour in these tips because they might peak up, so just it'll make more sense shortly. And these ones I actually do a dot. I put dots all over them. And I might go back and do a bit more dotting. And then I use the much lighter one. Because succulents aren't exactly the same colour, they do have variance. Okay. Trying to put some more dark tones in it. And these ones I've just got it coloured just in case they show up. They shouldn't. I should have them trimmed down enough. Okay, so now is to the Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine. There we go. Moving on, moving on. I'll just get my succulent die cuts. I thought they were just sitting here. Isn't that always the way? Where are you? Here they are. So the lovely set of die cuts is actually that one and the big one at the back. Can you see that? Alright, so we'll get this one. Turn it over. There we go. The pot. And the little flower. I'll just make sure everything's sitting nice. That doesn't seem to sit right. That's better. Ugh. Fumble fingers. I'll stand up. Right. There we go. Right. Hopefully that's turned out okay. Well, not the best cutting I've done. I should have used my tape. So we'll very quickly trim that up. And you often get that where you'll have a bit too much white. But that's okay. I'll just remove any that is too much that I don't like. So, and that one. I'm going to tuck this one down a bit. Hope everyone has a nice Father's Day. And the people that don't have a dad, I hope you have a nice day thinking about your dad. So that's what I was talking about. But I actually cut this up. Right, there we go. Just trimming off this excess white because it won't work. And I'm just cutting this one off. Keeping it still, because we'll place that somewhere else. Bet you didn't think we'd chop the stamp up like this. So there we go. And this one, I just sort of do and we'll come down to a V, so that'll give us area to glue. Okay. So it doesn't look the best now, but it will come good. So as you can see, I'll just tilt it to the way I want it. Yep, that's better. Then I'm going to glue them up top there, like that. So let's do that. And if you've got any poking out that you're not happy with, just colour that in. This normally glues in here, like that. Bit of glue here. And a bit of, yeah. There we go. There's our succulents. Very poorly coloured in, but it's just to give you an idea. When you've got more time, you can do a lot more detail in your colouring in. So now we're going to put this on here as such with some glue. There we go. And attach that to the card. Everything's moving. There we go. Move it down a bit. Try and get it square. And we just need our Happy Father's Day stamp. As soon as I can locate it, That's not it. Oh, there it is. Happy Father's Day. We'll just put that on here. Yes, let's do this fresh freezer. Might as well go all the way. Done the pot and everything the same. So we'll stamp that. And today I thought I'd use this banner die cut to go like that. I'll just cut it over here. It's just one little piece. Now we'll dimensions that. We can ink the side if we like I've done here with a dauber, with the going all out with the and we'll use some dimensions. Use the pick. Okay, also got a little piece. Actually, that's quite nice. You can put a just a happy birthday for someone, just to dress up the inside of the card. I'll just put a piece of this nice DSP there. Just needs a little trim. And there you go. That's today's version. That's the other day's version. So there are our 2 Father's Day cards for today. If you'd like a kit, let me know. If you'd like to place an order, let me know for sure. More than happy. If you just want some information, give me a call. Or if you'd like to join my team, now's the time. Okay, have a great weekend, guys. Happy Father's Day. Love to you all. Bye for now. Bye-bye.